Really quick, everybody, this entire video will be timestamped, so if you don't want to watch whole thing and just jump straight into a different topic, please check the pinned comment or check the little red bar right down below you. Again, this entire video will be timestamped. I appreciate you guys watching whatever part that you'd like to. And if you're sticking around, welcome back to another video, everybody. Welcome back to another Let's Talk Clen. This is a series on the channel. If you are new here, this is a series on the channel where we jump in the Discord down below and you give me some topics to talk about for a video. Usually we talk about Fortnite and gaming. Of course, we can talk about anything at all. If you're new here, again, check the pinned comment, jump in the Discord, give me something to talk about for the next video. With that being said, guys, let's jump straight into the first one for today. First one's from Agony. What would your dream character to come to Smash be? It can be anything, even outside of Nintendo. Okay, whenever we talk about this, there's three biggies for me. It's Eggman, it's Shadow, and it's Rayman. I have such a hard time picking between all of them, but if you really made me pick, I would pick Shadow, assuming that they actually like go all out with Shadow and not just make him kind of like a clone of Sonic. I want all of his chaos abilities. I want you to dive into the games. I want him to say damn, you know what I mean? I just want everything. Like, if you bring Shadow to his full potential, I feel like he would be better and he would be so much more well received than Sonic in Smash Bros. Because Sonic, his moveset's very lackluster. It's not even close to being what it could be, you know what I mean? So I'd have to go with Shadow, honestly, but it's a very close one between him, Eggman, and Rayman. Okay, so moving on for this next one, I have to be careful because, you know, there's a lot of, like, you know, I have to be very careful with my words here. I don't even know if we have bots on YouTube to detect this word because everything is being kind of shut down, you know what I mean? So I'm going to go by the first name here. Thoughts on Jake Paul fighting Andrew. I'm just going to refer to him as Andrew in this video. So, okay, so as you know, there was an event with Jake Paul and then he had a standoff, or that was a different video. He had a video where he originally just posted and they just walked up to each other and it's like, hey, negotiations are on. That's the key feature, right? That's the key thing for me is negotiations are underway. So this fight's definitely not official and I don't think it'll happen. I think this is just for headlines so the two of them can go on different podcasts and just talk about, hey, I'm going to mess this guy up because I don't know, like, I have a hard time imagining Andrew wanting to take this fight because he has way too much to lose. On top of that, I'm very suspicious on whether or not Paul's fights are rigged. So like that's the thing for me. And plus Andrew, he has enough money where he wouldn't want to lose, or he wouldn't really take a bribe, you know what I mean? So I have a tough time dealing with that one. I cannot imagine this fight coming together, and even if it did come together. Andrew is apparently half blind in one eye and he's been retired for a long time. I know he smokes cigars. Who knows how much he's training? I don't even know like how he has the body that he does, to be honest. Maybe he's on performance enhancers. So same with Paul though. I don't know. I feel like Paul's a little bit more natural, but you get the point. It's just there's too many things that are way up in the air for me to just believe that this is happening. Plus, why would Andrew even want to box? Because as a kickboxer, if you guys don't know, a lot of kickboxers, yes, they are good with their hands, but there are so many times where you learn in kickboxing, you use your hands to set up your feet. So you'll throw the jab and the jab won't necessarily be like a jab, like a boxing jab, but one that just stings you. Like, you can throw that, but at the same time, what you want to do with your jab in kickboxing, you throw the jab and that just sets up a blast for your your leg, excuse me. Andrew would just be way too out of his world. Jake Paul's young, he's hungry, he is athletic, and I feel like he would even have a chance if this wasn't rigged, which I still think it is. But even if it wasn't, Andrew has way too much to lose for this fight. I feel like negotiations are just underway, and they said negotiations for a reason, because I feel like now that they can make a ton of headlines. Look at this, I'm talking about on my YouTube channel. I can't imagine all the other YouTube channels are talking about it, right? So that's my thoughts on it. That's my thoughts. Let's move on though. Opinions on Save the World not being on Switch. I actually just recently found out it might have been from you, Microwave. I'm not too sure. Regardless, like, I had no idea that was a thing, and it kind of sucks. It's kind of weird. Maybe the Switch can't handle it. I'm honestly not too sure. I wish I could give you more on it. It's just I wish the Switch players could be able to play Save the World. Moving on, thoughts on Ash finally becoming world champion. Now, if you guys know me, I grew up like watching very little Pokemon. I didn't play Pokemon. You know what I mean? I played like one Pokemon game. I think it was Pokemon Pearl. That could be wrong. The one with Palkia. And I watched very little of the show growing up, and I haven't watched it, man. Like, I don't know. I don't even know how long it's been. I've watched like the first movie with like Lugia. I remember back in the day, you know what I mean? Like really old Pokemon shows. However, it was really weird because on TikTok, I was just scrolling through and then it's just Ash Ketchum. Ash Ketchum, Ash Ketchum, Ash Ketchum, and then I finally clued in and I finally watched one, and he actually became the world champion, and it's actually so, like, I want to say nostalgic, but it's not necessarily nostalgic, but like, I guess it is, because I'm remembering the old days of watching Ash in the Pokemon TV show, and it was just nice to see, like, man, I can't believe it's been 25 years. I actually showed my mom because I was going over later on. I was like, hey, Ash Ketchum won, and he's the Pokemon world champion. You remember Ash Ketchum? And my mom was like, aw, that's kind of like how I am for it. It's like, wow, 25 years in the making, this show's finally, like, it had its big conclusion. I mean, Ash did it. Ash is at the top, and it's crazy to see the whole world really loving that, because I love it too, and I can't imagine how much happier everybody else is, because I'm not a Pokemon guy, you know what I mean? It's just like, wow, that's super nice, and I'm getting like nice warm feelings about it. I can't imagine all the Pokemon fans out there. That's crazy. Let's move on again though. What Fortnite creators, other than the obvious Nick A30 and typical gamer, would you like to see get an icon skin? Okay, icon skin, that's a toughie, because originally normally I would have said Nick 830 or Cypher PK, right? But you know who else? I like Camping Rusher. That guy's stuck with Fortnite through its thick and thin, you know what I mean? He's still going strong, and there are other creators like that, of course, but maybe just like someone I would like to see. I'd buy a Camping Rusher skin. I love him as a dude. I love him as a content creator. I love everything about him. He's a really big Fortnite fan, you know what I mean? I think that'd be awesome to see him get an icon skin. Moving on, thoughts on True Jordy being banned from Twitch. Now, man, these Twitch bans are just going crazy and crazy. Didn't that happen a little while ago? I feel like that was a couple weeks ago now. Regardless, thanks for helping me like make these videos different, guys. There's not too much I can say about this one. He said something horrible and got banned for it. I wish I could tell you more. Usually I can go on and on about these e-girls, right? But it's just I can't even repeat what he said, you know what I mean? So it sucks, and like I don't know why he said that. And it's just I get it. He was kind of being like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna show everybody just how much I hate this guy, but then he just like insulted an entire, like, you know what I mean? He just went so overboard with it, and it was crazy. So I don't know what else, I don't really have too much else to say, but it's just he's banned. I don't even know if he's coming back. If any of you know about that, let me know, because I don't know if it was like a permanent ban. Regardless, crazy. Moving on again, if you were to collab with any Fortnite YouTuber slash streamer, who would it be? I'd actually, like that I was just talking about, I'd actually go with Camping Rusher. You know what? You want to know why, guys? Because that dude, he makes a lot of Fortnite content, right? And he's very, very dedicated, but he is ultimately a huge fan of the game. He loves the gameplay. He loves the storyline. No matter what comes out, he gets really hyped for it. And you can just tell he's not just doing it for the videos. You know what I mean? Because he reports on all the updates. He doesn't necessarily make anything else, right? He's just, hey, this is a new update and this is awesome. And it'd be very easy for people to just like pretend to get excited about that. But I really like, he knows his stuff. You know what I mean? He's a big fan of Fortnite, and I love that he like loves playing different modes. He's just really happy to see everything in Fortnite, and then I see a lot of that myself. You know what I mean? I really love the game. I just enjoy whatever comes, and I really like that, and I feel like he would be really awesome to play with. So one day, Camping Rusher, if I ever get big one day, that's who I want to play with the most, probably. When the channel gets huge one day and people come back to watch this video and ends up getting millions and millions of views, you guys need to go mass tag that guy, because that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. Maybe we could even stream and like just have the game join and have some of you join. That'd be really cool. I love the dude. Love to collab with him one day. He's awesome. What has been your favorite season of Chapter 3 so far? Hands down, Chapter 3 Season 1. I was really thinking about it. Now, don't get me wrong. I really enjoyed this season. I really enjoyed Season 2, Season 3. I hate to say it, man, but I did not like that season. Now, Season 1 was great. I'm seeing so many nostalgic Winterfest TikToks already about Chapter 3 Season 1. It was just a great season. Everything that came with it so far, and it was a really good season. I want to say like even almost S tier, but I'd have to really think about that when ranking it with all the other seasons. It was a great season. I have nothing but good things to say about it. Moving on again, this one will be quick. Do you watch Naruto? No, I do not. I've heard that's like 5,000 episodes or 500. No, yeah, why would it be 5,000, right? It's 500 episodes, and that's something that I'm not getting into myself, you know what I mean? I'm having just like a hard time rolling through Star Wars here, the Clone Wars. I'm only in season 3. I watch like one 20-minute episode a night, you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't think I'll ever get Naruto, but the Fortnite collab was really sick, to be honest. Would you want more primal slash makeshift weapons, i.e. rocket launcher, sniper, dual pistols? The primal makeshift weapons, what do you mean? Like, oh, like if you were to make those into primal weapons? Please correct me if I'm getting this wrong here, but I really enjoyed the primal weapons. I thought they were really cool. The makeshift, though, that was a little bit of a problem. If you want to introduce crafting back in the game, I think the nuts and bolts were the way to do it. I don't think the makeshift weapons would be back, but I did like the primal stuff. So if they were to recreate like different weapons like the rocket launcher into primal weapons, I'd be so down to see that. Thoughts on next season being Chapter 4? I'll touch on this very briefly because I made a whole video on it. It is very exciting. I can't wait for it. I'm glad that we actually had the announcement beforehand and we're not speculating going into it. Now we know we can build up the hype for the live event. We can build up and speculate what's going to happen. It's going to be a ton of fun. Chapter 4 is something that we needed. We're moving on from Chapter 3. I am super excited to see what Epic Games has in store for us. Do you think the map will change next season? Of course the map's going to change next season. It's a new chapter, right? That would be so disappointing if the map didn't change. But something that people were talking about is what if we get the fractured map where it's like a mixture of the Chapter 1, Chapter 2, and Chapter 3 islands. So is that necessarily a brand new map or the same map with a lot of map changes? I don't know, but that's the only way I can see him getting around it. Regardless, we are definitely getting a new map. It's a new chapter. We're getting something new. It's going to be really exciting. Well, guys, for the last one, we're moving on to some fight talk. What are your thoughts on Adesanya losing? Man, I love Glover Teixeira, and he is Alex Pereira's main training partner, so I am here cheering for whatever's going on in their camp. Plus, I just wanted to see Alex win. I thought that'd be really cool. But Adesanya, I'd watched an interview with him today. He's taken that loss really well, and he gained a lot of respect for me personally. So I don't know. It's a champion. It's time for him to lose now. Maybe like, what's the next champion that's gonna get knocked out in the 5th round? You know what I mean? We had Usman, now Adesanya. Now who's gonna lose next? Watch it. Actually, Volkanovski's probably gonna lose next, but still, Adesanya's gonna get a rematch, and I don't know who I'd pick in the rematch. I'd probably still pick Pereira. It's gonna be really fun to watch. It was a great fight, honestly. But guys, with that being said, I'm going to put an end to this video today. Thank you so much for watching. If you are new here and you enjoy the content, please consider the like button to help the channel a ton, and subscribe if you're brand new. Check the description down below for links to all of my other channels, as well as link to Real Ember on Fiverr will take care of all of your YouTube thumbnail needs. Remember guys, thumbnails are the most important part of your video. Let Real Ember take care of that for you. And lastly, if you'd like to use my support creator code in the item shop, it is code CLEN, #anime, #epic partner. Thank you so much for watching again, everybody. I will see you in the next video. Take care.